Once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Chargers. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady game.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Now Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On first down, Justin Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd and 9, Herbert. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now it's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Right here. 56, Mike, 56, right there.
Here's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
Now after the made field goal, here's Dawson back out now to send this one away on the kickoff. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, there's Rager. A nice grab. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. 6-3 is our score after one. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It's a big loss of 5 there on 2nd down to bring up 3rd and goal. Now Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Myers' kick is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's Jones again on second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Big hold to the 30. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Donald Parham. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. 107 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Chargers 17, Seahawks 16.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Play action. It's Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
That was a really nice job there, stretching zone coverage by running that route deep enough before breaking it back towards the sideline and being open.
And a precise throw for the reception in the first. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Wilson going to throw for it.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch from there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Herbert off of play action.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
56, the mark, boys, 56. Check 56.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Williams brings it in. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
But the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And down to the 19-yard line.
Boy, 175 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, Seahawks.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
2nd and 16.
To throw is Wilson. That escapes the sack. Flushed out right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step, because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Herbert now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Herbert on 1st down now. Being chased out left. And that is caught. It's Davis. Touchdown! Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. Extra point attempt to come here. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score. Chargers 26, Seahawks 25.
After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away.
Here's Moore. He will return it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. This ball complete to Rager. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jones breaking from the contact. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Wow, 185 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First down, Seattle.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Play action. Now Wilson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Wilson. And he's got it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
Jones, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Jones again, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. Off the option, it's Jones. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On first down, it's Herbert. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now it's Herbert. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Throwing again on 2nd down, Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Herbert to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Now Herbert. And that is incomplete here.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Herbert going to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And able to find Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Wilson. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Wilson to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. It's a big play there for Seattle. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third one winner. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. One last throw here for Herbert. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but